"This ain't your town, girl. Go back." Brad towered over her, face inches away, voice full of rage. The entire football field had gone silent. His teammates stood behind him like a wall. Kennedy didn't flinch, not even for a second. Her red cheer uniform shimmered under the sun, her fists clenched at her sides, but her face was calm. She stepped forward, chin high, and said something that would echo across the school for weeks. "I don't run. I run this." And in that moment, everything changed. Kennedy Taylor was no stranger to being the new girl. Her father, Sergeant Marcus Taylor, was a decorated U.S. Marine. She had moved more times than she could count. New schools, new homes, new faces. But West Valley High was different. This wasn't just any school. It was the pride of a small, old-school town. A place where names, legacies, and skin color still mattered more than talent. Where the cheer squad had been led by the same kind of girls for years, blonde, rich, and cruel. Where the football team acted like gods, untouchable and arrogant. Kennedy wasn't what they expected. She was strong, fierce, and unapologetically herself. A black girl with natural curls, military discipline, and world-class cheer skills. And that made her dangerous in their eyes. From day one, the whispers started. She doesn't belong here. She probably got in because of a diversity quota. Why is she even trying out for cheer? But Kennedy ignored the noise. She had been through worse. What broke most people only made her sharper. Her father had trained her since she was 6. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, discipline, strength, endurance. But more than anything, he trained her mind. "You don't fight to hurt," he always said. "You fight to protect." So, when Kennedy made the cheer squad fair and square, Brianna, the Queen Bee captain, was furious. She made Kennedy redo routines, gave her the worst formations, even forgot to order her uniform for the first game. On the football side, things were no better. Brad, the school's quarterback and Brianna's on-again, off-again boyfriend, took every chance to mock her. "Didn't know we were letting soldiers' kids take over now," he sneered one day. "What's next? Boot camp before pep rallies?" Kennedy didn't bite. She kept showing up, practiced harder, stayed longer. Let her performance speak louder than their insults. It all came to a head during homecoming week. The cheer squad had spent weeks preparing for the big halftime show. Kennedy had choreographed the ending, a high-flying stunt where she would be tossed in the air, spin mid-air, and land perfectly. It was risky, but she had it down. Only when the moment came, the girls, who were supposed to catch her, let her fall. On purpose, Kennedy hit the ground hard. Her ribs ached. The air knocked out of her lungs. And then, laughter. From the crowd. From the football team. From Brad. "Guess gravity works harder on some people," he called out. Kennedy stood up. Slowly. Every part of her body screamed, but her face didn't twitch. She walked straight toward him, not caring that everyone was watching. The entire school froze. Then came the words, "This ain't your town, girl. Go back." He stepped closer, trying to intimidate her. That's when she dropped it. "I don't run. I run this." Brad laughed and reached out to shove her, but Kennedy moved like lightning. One swift motion. She grabbed his arm, twisted it into a controlled hold, and brought him down to one knee in the grass. No punch. No violence. Just discipline. Just training. Everything her father had taught her applied with precision, control, and strength. Gasps filled the air. Even the football players stood frozen. Brianna's mouth hung open. A second later, Kennedy let go, took a step back, and said calmly, "Now get up, or stay down. Your choice." That moment went viral. Someone caught it on video, and by that night, Marine's daughter takes down bully quarterback was all over social media. But more importantly, things changed inside the school. Brianna was removed as cheer captain. The team voted unanimously to replace her with Kennedy. Some of the girls came to her in tears, admitting they were scared to stand up to Brianna before. Kennedy didn't hold it against them. Instead, she rebuilt the squad from the ground up with fairness, discipline, and unity. The football team? Brad was benched for the rest of the season. The coach had no choice. He was replaced by the backup quarterback who, ironically, had always been quiet, kind, and respectful. By the end of the year, the cheer team won regionals. The school's spirit shifted. New friendships formed. And Kennedy? She became a legend. At the last pep rally of the year, Kennedy stood in front of the school, microphone in hand. The gym packed. She said just one thing: never let them tell you where you don't belong. If you know your worth, no one can take your space. I didn't fight back to hurt anyone. I fought to remind them, I belong here, and so do you. And in the front row, her father stood, silent, proud, a Marine who raised a warrior not to fight for violence, but to stand for what's right. You don't need to throw punches to win battles. Sometimes, the strongest weapon is knowing who you are and never letting anyone take that from you. So when they try to push you down, don't run. Run this.